everyone, welcome to Addy Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty analysis for Monday. So what I've opened here is the daily chart of Banknifty. It was pretty clear that in Banknifty we have a good support of this trend line, the black trend line that I've drawn. We have taken support thrice, and then we kind of got a bounce from here. Again on Friday we got a gap down and stayed within this range. So in case the Bank Nifty goes up, right, on daily, this is the only kind of a chart pattern that I'm seeing where we have this wedge. If we go up, probably we can take resistance somewhere close to 39,800 or so. And if we come down and see, if we get a gap down tomorrow, and this level is not pretty far off, it's just another 400 or 500 points. So in case we come close to this bottom trend line, we have to be careful. We'll have to book the profits in case we have shorted and see if it reverses from here or a break of this. See, this we are seeing on a daily chart, right? So a 5-minute break is not, we should conclude as breakdown. Probably a 15-minute or a 1-hour candle trading below this support trend line. Probably we can consider it as a trend line breakdown. If this breaks, we can see lower levels. This is based on the daily chart. Now I'll be shifting to the 15-minute chart where I have all the levels marked along with the CPR for tomorrow. See, on Friday what happened is we kind of stayed in this first 15-minute range throughout the day. Okay, there was only some scalping opportunities on the downside, and if somebody could catch this upper move and then again this downfall, we were kind of hoping that this is forming like a flag pattern which might break. But we ended up getting a breakout on the upside and exactly took resistance at the day's open where this gap is there. This gap which is pending to be filled took resistance there. And after this candle, right, after this 15-minute candle, this is like a tweezer. Tweezers are nothing but when the same type of body length wick candle forms, and it will have a bullish tweezer or a bearish tweezer, so like a nice tweezer candle, and then we got a nice dip. Now, coming for the trade possibilities for Monday, we'll just look at the global market. See, on Friday, late in the US market kind of like crashed in the end, and as of now, Nifty reporting a 150-point gap down. Not sure how much of this will translate into Monday, whether it'll be a 150-point or it'll be slightly lesser. We'll have to wait and watch on Monday, but as of now it's looking we might get a gap down. Or if Monday morning when the US futures open and they start recovering, probably this might even turn green. We can not predict this Nifty. We cannot take that until the morning 6:30, right? Monday morning 6:30 a.m. we cannot take the exact value and say it will gap down so much, but as of now it's looking like a gap down. So in case we get a gap down, see this level we have taken support many times. Even on Friday, this level could not break in the first part of the trading, that is around 38,400 and 38,004 from 430. And even in the ending when we got this candle, we came and kind of halted at 38,400. And previously we have taken too much support over here at around 38,360. So in case we break this level, right, it's a good, this level, this purple line of 38,360 or 15-minute candle, if it breaks this, then we might see lower levels of 38,170 and probably a good, this purple lines are nothing but the support and resistance. This yellow line is where we have the maximum open interest. I'll be explaining about the open interest later. So based on open interest, we have a good support here at 38,000, and the closest line that we can keep close to 38,000 is this S3 and this light purple line. Because of this price action, I've marked this. It might act as a support or we might break it. We don't know. We'll have to wait and watch. But if we go by this, now say this happens to be true and we end up getting a almost 1% or 0.9% gap down even in Bank Nifty. So maybe the gap down itself will put us in this range around 38,170 or even below this. So if the gap down is huge, probably wait for a pullback intraday. Some pullback will come either until this S2 level or we might get a pullback until this previous day high, like how even on Friday we got a pullback and then we got again some sell off, right? So we'll wait and see if we get that pullback and then take a trade. See, there's another possibility where we'll gap down and suddenly the market will start falling. In that case, there's nothing we can do much. Either we can just jump in the trade and book some scalping profits, or it's like an opportunity we missed. There's nothing much we can do. If the global markets recover on Monday, right, say a gap down somewhere close to 38,000, we get a nice strong buy signal on a 15-minute candle. Like say we got like this, like how over here where the cursor is, we got a nice bullish hammer. Something like that comes on a 15-minute. There's a good chance we'll go until this previous day low, probably hit even the CPR, even this possibility is there. So we'll have to see how the price reacts at wherever we open. If that gap holds, whatever gap down we get, the entire gap might fill and come until here. So this trend line we have taken support many times, right? When we draw, even on this day, on 10th Feb, a couple of times we took support here, and even on Friday we have taken support exactly at this trend line. So when we come here, we might take some resistance here and come back. If this breaks, then yeah, we might go higher and even fill this gap at around 38,900. But based on if the bearishness continues, right, so these are the levels that we can watch out: 38,100, 38,000, and if all that is taken out, we have this black line is nothing but on the daily chart this support line that I had drawn. So for Monday, that is coming somewhere close to 37,700. If we come close to this level, we'll see if we're going to take a support again or break this. If this breaks, we could get a nice move, and that move might continue even for the following days. Sorry, not just see what happens when this kind of pattern is there. When this kind of wedge forms and the breakdown happens, will almost get a length that is equal to this or half of this. This is somewhere around 3,500, or half of this, somewhere close to 1,750 or something, even a fall until you see. But here there's no price action. The closest price action is over here. So maybe a fall until even this 36,300 is possible if this trend line breaks in a proper way. So we'll have to watch this trend line for sure. And whatever that fall I'm saying is not like on Monday itself. It might take 2-3 days to get a nice fall if this trend line breaks. And we have our CPR levels, previous day low S1, and CPR is here. So the trade that I'm personally looking forward to, right? If this happens, I'll go big and I'll short. Otherwise, if anything apart from this happens, I might stay sideways, not even take a trade. The trade that I'm betting on, just my personal view, what I'm betting on is we'll get a gap down either at this level or wherever we get a gap down. Wait for a pullback until the closest pivot, the S1 or the S2 or S1 of CPR. If you get a gap down somewhere here, wait for some pullback, and then at any one of the pivot levels, if you get a rejection, then probably I might take a short. That is my plan. The second plan, as we are getting a gap down, is now say we gap down close to S2, we have some price action support here or anywhere. If this area is or say we get a small gap down until S1, if this holds, we might see a quick reversal until CPR if the global markets are green on Monday, or if we come get a gap down until S2, and if this S2 level holds, we might get a pullback to the CPR or any of the levels marked. So these are the trades that I'm personally betting on. And if the global market remains bearish, and as soon as we gap down and we just start selling off, right? In certain times we have seen what happens is the market just sells off. In the initial 15 minutes itself, we start falling, then we just remain sideways. If this happens, we'll try and enter as soon as possible and get out as soon as possible, because when this type of heavy fall comes, there's an equal reversal also possible. So we'll have to be careful when that sudden fall happens. So that's it for Bank Nifty. Now just looking at the open interest, we have pretty significant resistance at 38,500. Though call sellers are sitting, some call sellers were added heavily on Friday. 39,000 is for this expiry for sure. It is a very good resistance. And on the downside, we have some support at 38,200. Some good put sellers have come in. And if 38,200. If 38,200 breaks, then it's only 38,000 that has a good support. In Bank Nifty, we might, if we open somewhere, see, we closed around 38,500, right? If we open and come close to this 38,200, some reaction might come because there's huge put sellers here, and even on Friday they were added. So some reaction or a small bounce can come at 38,200 if it does not break it. If it breaks it, then we'll be going to 38,000 for sure. Now looking at the Nifty chart for Monday, see, even Nifty and Bank Nifty is pretty much doing the same thing. The kind of analysis and the gap down will remain the same for Nifty, but just the levels where we are marked is slightly different for Nifty. Even Nifty kind of stayed in this range. It was not the first 15-minute range, but within this range we were bouncing off. So for Nifty, it is more clearer that if this level breaks, right, 37,300, the next support is coming in only at 37,135. If that breaks, then the recent low of 37,040 can also be tested. And since this gap is more, I'm just going to shift to a 5-minute chart and see if we could have some possible reaction at this level also. I'll just mark that and keep this level, because over here we have taken some support that is 17,200. Just make it a lighter line. And our plan in Nifty also remains the same. If we get a gap down, wait for a pullback. See, most of the time, sometimes we get a pullback close to the previous day low. So wait for that pullback and then see if we can take a shot, or if we start moving higher, right? In Nifty, now say we get a very small gap up and this level holds, 38,300 holds, and we start moving higher. A good move can come only above 17,450, and if this 17,450 breaks, right, there's a very good chance this entire gap will get filled, and we might hit even 17,590. And just looking at the open interest for Nifty, see, we have a very good resistance at 17,400. Okay, because on Friday we had, and even the number of call sellers that were added over here at the bottom of the screen, the change in OI is huge. Okay, so we have some very good resistance. A good support is probably 37,300. There's not much OI added. A very strong support is coming in only at 17,100 and 17,000. So if we fall closer to 17,000, right, we'll have to see. There is a chance we can get that intraday bounce from here, because there are existing put sellers, and even on Friday there were huge put sellers added on 17,100 and 17,000. So that's it for Nifty and Bank Nifty. Just sharing my plan and my analysis. So let's see how it goes, whether it works or not, or if it works, if I can make some money or not. Thank you for watching.